Today we will make a cartoon portrait mural using paint samples. For this project, we'll be using a pencil, a Sharpie, you could use thick or thin. I went and got lots of different paint color samples from a hardware store. And then I'm also using a couple index cards. But before I use all of those things, I'll just be using regular white paper. I'm going to begin by just using my pencil and my sheet of white paper. This is going to be kind of a warm-up drawing that I'm going to do just to kind of get a feel for some different ideas that I could do using cartoons. And I'm going to start off by making a U shape. And I'm going to do quite a few of these, maybe 6. So a good way to make a good size U is to kind of go around 2 of your fingers. I want it to be at least that big. That way it won't be too tiny to get in all the details. So I'm going to make 6 of these U shapes on my paper. And I would love for you to do the same so you could practice some of these different things with me. The next thing I'm going to do is add little necks under the U's. So the U will be the bottom of the face, and we're adding little necklines underneath. They have slight curves to them. Now I'm going to show you different kinds of hair. So one hairstyle would be kind of the side part. So I just kind of make a shape like that. Another one would be bangs. So I kind of made a curve line and then a choppy line across the top part of the head. This is more of kind of a choppy bangs. Next I'm going to have maybe some shorter hair, so it's a higher up jagged line. Maybe this one will be more curly, so I'll make kind of a curly line that goes to the side. And this one maybe has just a part right down the middle of the head. So I'm just going to put kind of like the top of a house. So those are all the bang lines. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some hair. So if you're a boy, obviously you would stop the hair at whatever length yours is. As a girl, you can kind of go even farther down depending on how long your hair is. I'm also throwing in some little ears on the sides. If you are a boy and you have maybe shorter hair, you can always have a little bit sticking up kind of in the back too. That's usually good for cartoon boy hair. Here's some super short hair for a boy, throwing in some ears there. This one up here I've decided to turn into a girl with her hair up. Maybe she's got pigtails, so I'm going to throw some pigtails in. This curly one could be a boy or a girl. If it's a boy, you would just stop here to make it look kind of short, where if it's a girl, you can always make it whatever length it would be. So I'll go ahead and show you longer hair for that one. And then this one too, got kind of the middle part going on. That would be boy right there, or if it's a girl, you can always add extra hair down here to show a girl. Alright, so I've got kind of the main hair ideas going on. Now I'm going to do a couple different necklines. So simple like t-shirt top would look like that. Those are pretty simple looking. You could do a collared, which is a little bit fancier. Usually I just make a little curve and then bring it back. Maybe a nicer church shirt. You can make kind of more of like a jersey. If you're into sports, you could do maybe a fancier top, like a sweetheart neckline, something like that. Puff sleeves. Whatever type of top you like to wear, it doesn't really matter. Maybe a V top. You can get as fancy as you would like. All right, so now I have the basic outlines. Of course, we need to add some facial features. So I'm going to show you some different kinds of eyes first. The easiest, of course, is just 2 dots up towards the middle of the face. You could also do kind of some curved lines that go up that make them look like their eyes are closed but smiling. You can do the classic 2 circles with dots in the middle. Those are great cartoon eyes. Another one you could do are smile ones, but then add the curved top. Those are a lot of fun. And then add some eyeballs there in the middle. You could do more oval eyes with the eyeballs, and even add like some eyelids if you would like. Those are kind of more chill eyes. And then you could go like super big, super dramatic, giant eyes if you would like. So there's all kinds of fun cartoon eyes. Have fun with your kind. Make whatever you think would look fun on your person. All right, the next thing, of course, is a nose. So the first one, I'm making a simple like U-shaped nose. You can also do kind of a curve that goes around. You've got the classic like L-shape nose. You could do a wider U that has 2 little hooks on either side. So lots of different shapes for noses you can kind of play around with, make it as simple or as complex as you would like. The same thing goes for the mouth. So I have some happy people, just a regular smile, or one maybe showing some teeth. The half smile is good too. We've got kind of more of a straight line, and then usually for boys I'll add another little line underneath to kind of give an indication of lips. Or you could go ahead and add all out lips too. Or kind of an open mouth with the tongue and teeth. I mean, you can kind of get all in. So these are just some practice faces to kind of talk about different features. Now we will go ahead and get into our main one. Thought I'd add an accessory here or there too. Earrings, bows, glasses would be other things that you could add. Maybe a decoration to a shirt, like a basketball or something like that would work too. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna kind of keep these in mind, look at them, think about things that I like. And then I have 2 little index cards here. And these are really close to the paint sample sizes. And the next step is to create 2 of me. So now that I've practiced some of these other concepts, I want to try to make ones that actually look like me. So I've got kind of, medium length hair. Sometimes I wear it straight, sometimes I wear it a little bit more wavy. So I'm going to kind of put both of those in and see which one I like better. And let's see, for eyes, maybe I'm just going to have some super happy eyes because I am super happy to be in art. Maybe I'll have some open eyes that also look pretty happy too, with some eyeballs. For noses, my nose is pretty long and narrow, so I'll just kind of put something like that there. And of course, I'm super happy to be doing art, so maybe I'll have either a regular smile or a big toothy grin. For clothes, maybe I could wear a shirt with like some type of art apron on, my art smock, or I could just do more of kind of like a dressy shirt top, since I usually try to dress nice when I teach. And there you have it. So I'm kind of looking at my 2 versions of me and I'm thinking, okay, which one do I like better? Maybe I can pick and choose a couple things from either one, but trying to think, okay, which one most looks like me, which one would work the best for my picture. All right, now I am going to actually work on my paint color card. So there's different colors. I'm going to get the color of my choice, and I'm going to go ahead and use my pencil and really take my time to draw out my character. Before I do that, I want to write my name with pencil on the bottom of my card so that my name fills the entire space across. So I'm writing Mrs. Elke. You could just write your first name, or your first name and your last initial is fine too. So we know whose card is whose from the front of the card. Now I'm going to be looking at my two designs and deciding, okay, which things did I like the best out of each design, and I'm going to add that to my final one here. I'm really going to try to take my time. The erasers don't always work super well on these cards, so I want to try to just draw it nicely. I've already practiced it, so hopefully I don't have too many mess ups here and I can just draw it nicely right away. Then go ahead and add in some details. I kind of like the wavy hair with the open eyes a little bit more. So I'm going to add that. Nose, but I liked the closed mouth a little bit more. Throwing in some eyelashes there, and voila! Alright, once you're done with the pencil drawing, we're going to go ahead and trace over it with Sharpie. So I'm going to really take my time, pay attention to my lines here, and I'm going to draw with Sharpie over my lines and just trace all of the different elements of my cartoon portrait. Notice I've got this cute artistic hair clip in my hair ready to go, and I am going to add my wavy hair and continue going over my lines. Now, after this is done, I am going to take my picture along with everyone else in the class, and we're going to put them by color up on the wall all together to kind of create this rainbow of students. So if you're doing this with a class, you can hang them all up together in a pattern or an order and see how they turn out. If you would like to see how mine turn out, take a look at my Facebook page. I will be posting our finished product soon once we have all done our cartoon images, and then you can see how awesome it turned out. So my Facebook page, Lori Elke's Art, will have a picture of the finished product. So exciting. Maybe I can also link the picture in my description later once we have that done as well. I'm also sharpening over my name so that is nice and bold too, and I am just keeping this a line drawing. So once the Sharpie is done, that is how I want my little cartoon to be. And there you have it, Mrs. Elke cartoon version on the paint sample. How fun is this? We'll be adding it to everybody else's, and they will all be up there together. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel to have more fun video tutorials coming your way. Take care and have an awesome day.